Look, you've got this whole setup here so people can walk through there. And just a gap. I think I might just avoid the noisy ass gate. What is it with me and trains? Last 2 investigations I've had the loudest trains in the world. Yeah, alright, get louder, thanks. I've got to make a move shortly, so if you want to come and say hello, or goodbye as it were, now's the time. Weird how the very first thing it said was goodbye. And now, an hour or so later, I'm like, if you want to come and say goodbye...
Will you stay a while?
That's something Batman would say, isn't it? I'm the Shadow. And here we are. The site of this evening's investigation. Burgh Castle. We're actually just outside. We're at the church, which is St Peter and St Paul's, Burgh Castle. It's a lovely old looking building. Not going to go over there though. Lovely old gravestones. Little ones there, I don't know what they are. That's not nice, is it? Yeah. Little old gravestones there. Don't even want to know. Right. Oh, that's another entrance to the church. Look at it. Might be able to hear some voices in the background there. Don't mean you any disrespect, people. Here to say hello. It's a lovely old little church. I say little, it's quite big really. Right, I'm going to carry on down this path. I will catch up with you in a bit. Mud, 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 mud. Avoid the mud. Avoid the mud. I like that bit. Opening times. Any reasonable time of day. And there's me out here like a dick. Oh dear. Okay. Well, let's well, what the fuck all that's about. Look, you've got this whole setup here so people can walk through there. And just a gap. I think I might just avoid the noisy ass gate. Right, now I think I stick to this tree line, go parallel to the church. No, I'll go this way. I'll go this way. Right. There's really not a lot to see out here, folks. I'll get back to you in a minute once I've found this gigantic Roman fortification that I can't seem to find. I'm only joking, I've only just arrived. It's out there somewhere. Just can't quite make it out in the darkness. Okay, folks, we're here. You can just see it looming in the distance. Let's go and have a wander. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at this first. So, okay, so it was built around AD 300, occupied by Roman soldiers and sailors. Yeah, which is kind of goes without saying. Wow, that was really bright. Staring at that notice board with the torch on it. I looked up and wow, I can't see anything. Got a big blind spot. So there you go. I don't know if you can see the walls in the distance. It's really hard to film tonight. There's nothing to focus on. I'll just hurry up and get there. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about, won't you? Some metal posts over there. Not quite sure. Oh, I think it's fencing. Anyway, I'm now approaching the walls, and I am getting a buzz. Lovely weather, fantastic. This wasn't on the plan, this wasn't on the forecast for tonight. I checked. So yeah, this place is 1,724 years old, 1,725 years old, sorry. 1,700 years. Let's just let that sink in for a little bit, shall we? 1,700 years since these walls were built, and they're still here, looking strong as anything. They're tall as well, they're big. Imagine a wooden palisade, wooden structure on top of that. Wow, it's like really raining. This isn't good. Hello. Wow. Does have an atmosphere to it. Sorry, I'll be with you in a minute. Just playing with my torch. Right. Inside the fort. So, archaeological excavations have revealed evidence for Roman occupation throughout the 4th century AD and beyond, but found few traces of the fort's internal buildings. Traces of buildings dating back to AD 340s found in the north-eastern and south-western areas, built against the fort walls. What was it? Gariononum. Gary and Nonham. It's mad, isn't it? We have no idea our concept of time and history. Wow. That tree. Yeah, there's a tree in the middle of the field that freaked me out a little bit. Something floating in the middle. So I'm really kind of wishing this rain would bugger off, I've got to be honest. So I'll have a little walk along the wall. We're obviously on the inside of the facility at the moment. Stories and sightings. So apparently there is, I don't know if you're familiar with this, the legend of Black Shuck. It's a Suffolk, Norfolk, Essex, East Anglian local legend about a dog figure that roams these lands. Well, apparently this place has its very own one. Similar black shaped creature. One red eye, according to some sources. It's pretty mad, isn't it? I'm sure I saw another source that said it had two, but I'm not sure. But it's called Old Scarf. Apparently it's been seen at this fortification, should we call it? Another one is, surprise surprise, apparently they've seen Roman cavalry soldiers here, or at least one. Now I hope to God the Roman cavalry soldier is residual, because if that poor bastard's intelligent, he's been here for 1700 years. So I can't honestly believe that he would be an active spirit. I hope not anyway, Christ. So apparently also from this location, when you look across Breydon Water, you probably saw it on the Google Zoom. It's a large body of water just behind Yarmouth, and yeah, it's apparently they've seen ships on there. We've got a gap in the wall here. Guys, I'm going to have to put the camera away. It's really raining. This is a bit of a nightmare. Okay, folks. I don't really know what to do, because I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it's not a ridiculous amount of rain, but it's enough to fuck my cameras up. So I'm not really sure what to do. I haven't even finished telling you about the sightings that are here. Apparently there's the ships that I told you about towards that way. Obviously that's where Breydon Water is. Oh, I just got a bit of a jolt. I don't think I can do it. Not in this weather. Now look at that. Oh dear folks, what are we going to do? Okay folks, I was just walking back. I'm still inside the fortification. I was walking back towards the car area, and before I've even left the fortification, I'm getting the buzz. I was just apologising for the weather and probably not being able to conduct the investigation that I want to. And yeah, I got a proper buzz. Nothing since. Again, I'm sorry if I can't come back tonight, but I think you'd agree with me. If you look at the weather, it's not great, is it? I looked at the bloody weather report. There was no rain for tonight. It's so annoying. I keep thinking, like, could I do like a little 20-minute, half an hour just to get an episode out, but at the same point, everything's going to get soaked. I'm going to get soaked. How am I now? Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty soaked. It's drizzle, isn't it? So you don't notice it until you feel your clothes and then go, oh yeah, I'm absolutely drowned. Okay, ladies and gents, it appears to have eased off raining. So I'm going to do a quick 5 or 10 minutes here with these. You can see I've got a new REM pod there that displays the temperature. It's currently 14.9 degrees. I've got my regular bad boy over here, and I've got my K2 just there. Now the K2 was just flashing a minute ago, so we'll see what we can get. If there's anyone here, would you like to try and come and interact with these devices? See folks, I'm not even getting my proper camera out because I don't trust the weather. Quite frankly. Temperature's dropping. Got 14.5 now. So one of the reported sightings of this location is actually of a young child, a young boy, who apparently is seen in sort of old ragtime shabby clothing, and yeah, not nice, is it? I believe he was some sort of orphan of the area or discarded by his family for whatever reason, and some say he made his way here. And is that true? Is the spirit of a little boy with me? I don't mean you any harm. Terribly sorry if that is you. Can you make that light up some more for me if you're here? It's very good of you to do what you're doing now. You just like that one? You don't want to touch it anymore? Another sighting that is reported here is actually really nice. It's a sighting of a man walking his dog, and I just think that's a really nice image, really. Do you know what I mean? You get scary, spooky stories all the time, and you don't hear about the residual type haunts of a fella who just liked walking his dog here. Okay, so can you do me a favour and stop touching it? I'm going to have to turn it off. K2. That was me just testing it. Saw the K2 fluctuating then. I'm playing with this one now. You're more than welcome to. Come and light them up. You can make that one light all the way up to red if you want. Currently squatting, guys, because I don't know how long I'm staying. So I haven't got my chair out yet. Interesting that that's gone quiet now. That's me obviously. K2 has stopped fluctuating. Obviously there'd be no electrics here. I'm not walking around with it, so the Earth's own magnetic field shouldn't be interfering with it. Someone recently questioned that. Yeah, and that REM pod's gone quiet. Strange. The timing on that. That's the timing of it. I'm just saying how it's gone quiet and then it lights up. Thank you so much if that's you. It's very much appreciated. If it is the spirit of a little boy, could you stop touching it for me? If it's not the spirit of a little boy, could you stop touching it for me? Whoever the fuck it is, could you stop touching it for me, please? Oh, they're not listening. K2 hasn't moved a jot. Okay, it stopped raining, so I might get my proper camera out. Maybe, don't know. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, so you caught that. I was just trying to turn the sound off, and while I'm holding it steadily it went off, and I didn't move, and then it went off even more. And yeah, it didn't really make any sense. I managed to get the camera back on, film it just in time for it to stop. Weird. It's the problem though, isn't it? When I try and do something, something happens. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to turn the camera off, put it down to get my other camera out, and the REM pod's going to go off. Nothing at the moment though, is there? Okay folks, just about got set up. REM pod is still going off. Try and reset it. Might be me. Okay. There you go, look. That's what a phone that is not in airplane mode can do. So now, let's go into airplane mode. Phone's now on airplane mode. See that? That one ain't got a clue about. If you're here with me, would you be able to touch that some more? We're now at 8.6 temperature. Light it up some more if you want. Could you light up 3 lights? 2 is great though, thank you so much. Who is this with me? Is this a man? Just heard a weird noise off in the distance then. You're not a man. Thought I could vaguely hear movement. Okay. Should we try our spirit talker? See what the demented droid's got to say for itself. It's just loading up now. Here's birds on the river. Okay. Spirit talker is now on. Oh my bloody stool. Everything's soaked. How is everyone then? You all been alright last couple of weeks? Where was the last one? It was Old Knobbly, wasn't it? I've got to be honest, I really enjoyed Old Knobbly. I thought it was a good investigation. Goodbye? Goodbye. But that's just rude, isn't it, really? Come all this way to see you in the rain and you're just going to bugger off? Well, thank you very much. Not really appreciated. So yeah, Old Knobbly in Mistley Woods. I have to admit, I did really enjoy that one. I think that's my favourite one so far. No disrespect to Burgh Castle. So check the camera, make sure everything's in shot. It's not. Oh no, they're alright. REM pod's lit up, 2 lights. Look. See?
My whole life was here.
Your whole life was here, was it? Well, your death doesn't have to be here as well. You can move on. Honestly.
Camera.
Yep, camera. Because you'd really know what a camera was, wouldn't you? Well, I don't know. See, the thing with the child spirit, there's no time period associated to him, so he could well have been from maybe the 1920s, and he may well have known what a camera was. But I think you all know my thoughts on Spirit Talker. Just see the train in the distance. Probably hear it, I reckon. So come on then, what else you got? Don't mean you any disrespect. I'm here with all the best intentions.
My throat hurt at the end.
Your throat hurt at the end. Okay. What is it with me and trains? Last 2 investigations I've had the loudest trains in the world. Yeah, alright, get louder, thanks. Fuck me. Trying to conduct a paranormal investigation over here. Temperature's down to 7.8 degrees.
Big.
Big. Gotta be big. Gotta be big. See now, if I had the sound on that REM pod, it would be squealing the whole time, and you wouldn't be able to hear a word I'm saying properly. Trust me, you know when I leave the sound on and it's beeping, as annoying as you find that as the listener, the viewer, I'm the one out here. It's, apart from the odd ridiculously loud train, it's completely silent out here. So when that thing goes off, it's just... It is really annoying, not just for you, but for me.
We watch over this place.
We watch over this place. I don't think you need to. I think it's fine. Gotta be honest. Thank you. I wish I had the depth of knowledge to be able to tell you what kind of animal that was, but I haven't got a clue. Guess it was a bird. But foxes make some weird noises. Can't rule out a fox. 2 lights now.
We.
Thank you very much. Is there 2 of you here now? Spirit Talker just said we, so that's why I'm 2 lights, we. Is there 2 of you here? What was that? Contain. Well, like Ghostbusters. Containment unit. Light is green, trap is clean. Get a full on man spread on the go, here you go. Look at my crotch. I was about to go into a like, if there's anyone here, would you like to communicate? After saying, look at my crotch. This is a great place though, I've got to be honest. You can hear the birds over the river. Can't see it this time of night, it's way too dark. Certain level of mist I can see over there. So you've got Breydon Water in that direction, directly behind the camera, and a couple of miles that way is the North Sea and Great Yarmouth. I don't know why it's what's so great about it. It's alright.
Alice.
Alice? Who the is Alice? Alice, are you here with me? Would you like to try and communicate? Got several devices here. You've got a couple of new ones. Seems
Permission.
to be. Permission? To what? Leave? Yeah, you ain't got to stay here, mate. That was the whole reason I came here tonight, basically, was because of the story of the little boy. Horrible. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine.
Liam.
Liam? Is that your name? Come on, Liam, if you're here. don't mean you any disrespect. This thing I do. I'm joking. Spirit Talker developers, if you were to ever see this, you do a wonderful job. I missed the last thing it said. What did it say? Julie. Liam and Julie. You know me love ya, Julie. So yeah,
Closer.
It was closer. I did just move the stuff closer. Don't fall for it, Rory. You know it's full of crap. Problem is, right, because we had that little rain shower when I arrived, I've looked at the weather and there's another one coming. So I don't want to get loads of bits and pieces out, because I think I'm going to be putting it all away in a bit of a fucking rush.
Monk.
I mean, there may have been a religious facility on here at some point, but I don't know of a religious facility on here. So the Romans were here. They obviously left in 400s, and then the Saxons sort of took over. I always thought it was like a Saxon invasion, but apparently it really wasn't. It was more of a Saxon migration, shall we say. Bits and pieces, dribs and drabs. You like a Saxon migration, dear? Thank you for lighting that up. If you could touch one of the others, that'd be even better. You see the importance of having your phone on airplane mode though. Screaming. That thing would be screaming right now if I hadn't turned the sound off. If you had a volume control on it. REM pod makers of the world. The sound is awesome. We like the sound. But if you could just use a Gellerism, shall we say. Anything else? Well,
I work the mines.
you work the mines. What the fuck are you doing here then? Pardon my French. There's no mines here. As I say, I don't really feel it tonight. I think that rain shower kind of, as well as dampening everything else.
Bad spirits here.
No, there isn't though, is there? There's no bad spirits here. I'm the worst thing here. And I'm not a bad spirit, in case you're wondering. Well, I don't think I am. But yeah, it's just waiting for the next shower to come. Then I know I'm going to have to wrap everything up quick as fuck and leg it. It's not positive vibes. The rain's not going to hit. The rain's going to go round us. It's not going to hit us. We're now at 7 degrees. Wow, that got me a little bit there. That actually did get me. It's a tree in the distance, but out of my peripheral vision, it just looked like a black figure stood about 10 feet away. It's definitely a tree. Don't worry about that. But yeah, out of my peripheral vision. It got me. It got me.
I'm not playing.
Tell me about it. You could touch that one and make that, so look. There you go. That's all you got to do. Play with that. Played with that, but
Significant.
do something significant then. That would be fun. This little
Green
thing
hair.
here, green hair. Could you come and touch my hand? If you were to touch this device in my hand, you could change these lights. They'd light up. If you come and touch it, it shouldn't hurt you. I don't think it will hurt you. You don't want to play? No, it's not. I'll leave it on. Let's try a couple of EVPs. Got some good stuff on EVPs recently. Old knobbly one was really awkward. I took it to my mate Woods and we tried to enhance the audio, and as much as you enhance it, you still can't make out what's being said in the background. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but at the beginning of the investigation...
Help us.
Help us. I'd like to. I'm going to do some EVPs in a minute. If you tell me through that how you want me to help you, job's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, beginning of the old knobbly investigation, when I was sat in front of the tree, I don't know if you remember, I said I felt like I could hear a conversation almost out of earshot. That's exactly what the EVP sounded like as well. Like 2 or 3 people about 20 feet away, just jabbering, not paying any attention to me, just jabbering, but you couldn't make out a word of it. So frustrating. So we'll do some more, shall we? We'll see what we get. EVP number 1. Is there anyone here with me tonight, and would you like to say anything into this device? belittling.
Burgh Castle, EVP number 1. Is there anyone here with me tonight, and would you like to say anything into this device? Burgh Castle, EVP number 1. Is there anyone?
Dunno. I'm here with all respect. If you have a message for me, would you like to speak into this device? Okay. Burgh Castle EVP 3. If there's anyone here, how many of you are here?
Nick.
Burgh Castle EVP 3. If there's anyone here, how many of you are here?
Nick.
It's a great place to come. Definitely get a sense of the age of the place. Right, I'm going to do my little experiment now. Turning Spirit Talker off for 2 minutes. Now, if you're not interested in this, I honestly just skip it forward a couple of minutes. It's not a big deal. This is purely for my enjoyment. Now, a lot of people are worried about artificial intelligence and the risks it poses to humankind in the generations to come. Now, those are quite well-founded worries, don't get me wrong, totally with you. But we're a long way off that yet, trust me. I mean, other than Boston Dynamics and people like that, the rest of the AI world, Boston Dynamics isn't even AI. But you can imagine what's going to happen. Right, check this out. You know the subtitles on YouTube? Well, it may surprise you to know that I'm not typing that shit in. Yep, you got it. YouTube's AI is doing that. And from the little bit of research that I've done, let's just say there's room for improvement. So, let's put it to the test, shall we? I think we should. Do yourself a favour, turn the subtitles on. Just for this next bit. I'm feeling the rhythm right from the beginning. I'm here to deliver the feeling I'm giving. Yeah, quicker the rhythm, the quicker I hit 'em, and I'll leave 'em reeling. I'll never forgive 'em. But so in a minute, go back and then listen to what you were hearing and bounce for the ceiling. Stay out of your seat, kid, please, until you reach it. My lyrics are fleeting, don't make me repeat them. 'Cause you'll never fathom my pattern or work out what happened. You step to the battle a confident man, but when I start to rip it, you just can't believe it. Not usually nervous, but you feel quite sick. Forehead is dripping, so wet your hat slipping. You're so fucking nervous, your eyelid keeps twitching. Your palms are sweaty, the mic is all slipping. If I keep on rhyming your pants, you'll be shitting. That is What about the one with barrage like as I take away to this money? You never hold back when I'm on the attack. I won't stop by attack till I prove it your whack. My rhymes sublime and your rhymes are a crime. In fact, you're not rhyming, just wasting my time. You're trying to cheat as I feel I should mention my size to Adidas fits right in your rectum. There you go, that was just for me, really. I'm going to watch that back once I've uploaded it. That's the thing, it has to be part of the episode. It has to be part of the episode, otherwise YouTube won't generate the subtitles. So, if you didn't like that, I don't blame you for skipping it. It's just an experiment for myself, really. Right, I'm going to turn Spirit Talker back on now. Can you imagine? I'd have been halfway through that and that comes out with like, Derek. I have to admit, it did say the name Mick earlier. My dad's name is Michael and a lot of people know him as Mick. So that was coincidental, I'll say that. There really isn't much happening here though, folks.
I'm very shy.
Tell me about it, mate. That's what I just said. Not a lot happening. Don't have to be shy with me. I'm very shy. I know how it feels. But honestly, I'm just one dude out here on my own. Don't mean you any disrespect or any harm. I nearly said it. Nearly said it. I come with love and light. If you've ever used the Spirit Talker app, you know it actually has a built-in K2 meter of its own. Believe it or not, it actually works. That's what throws me off about Spirit Talker. The K2 meter built into it is quite accurate, just as accurate as my handheld K2 meter. Tested it, it gives the same results that the proper K2 gives. So you see what I mean? If that works, surely the Spirit Talker developers are under the impression that their word generator works. Maybe it does. Wouldn't that be the damnedest thing in the whole thing? The whole, I'm sat here taking the piss out of Spirit Talker constantly. Oh, you're full of shit, whatever. Oh yeah, bad entity here. Like Framlingham, the devil is here. Yeah, right, tell the devil to touch my balls. Ha 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 ha. I'll pop me clogs one day. I'll be at the next phase of whatever we go to, and someone's going to be like, oh, by the way, you know that Spirit Talker app? And I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, that was 100% accurate. Every single thing that came through that was someone trying to communicate with you. I'm going to be like,
Night whispers.
fuck! But you see what I mean? Night whispers. Night whispers. Pyramid Stage, Glastonbury, this year. Guarantee it. Night whispers. Mark my words. Any more band names for me? Oh, what about Night Whispers Paranormal? NWP. Trying to come up with a new name. TMB was very much just a filler. because I wanted to get out and do investigations and needed a name. But
I miss my life.
I miss my, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you did. So yeah, I'm looking for a new name for the channel, but I'm quite picky, so you'll know when I found a new one. It'll be TMB for a little while, but someone has guessed the meaning of the word, of the letters TMB. Jenks and Lauren, just like to give them a shout out. Between them, they've got it. From what Jenks said, I think Lauren said it first. Jenks is claiming to have thought it first. I ain't picking a winner between that one. You both win the prize. There's no prize, but you win. Both of you win collectively. The Jenkinses have won.
Sigh.
But I'm still not going to tell you what TMB stands for. You'll have to guess yourselves. Sigh. Yeah, that's pretty much your reaction when you find out what TMB stands for.
Angel
Really?
hierarchy.
Angel hierarchy. When I do that, I'm saying it's wank. It's just crap. Not having some sort of a mental breakdown. Well, I might be. I can't actually confirm that for 100%. I am sat out here in a 1700-year-old facility, talking to myself. I don't feel spooked in the slightest. I don't feel scared. There's nothing out here that's making me want to clutch me pearls.
I've been following you.
I don't think you have though. I honestly don't. You don't have to. You can come and stand in front of me. Stand right between those two devices. One of them will pick you up. It's a very compact investigative area, considering I've got such a big fucking area to investigate. As I said, I'm expecting rain any minute really, so
18.
18. 18 spirits. You were 18 years old. Balding star. That's the Kings of Leon song before anyone thinks I'm having a stroke. It's okay, I'm fine. Nothing happening, is there? Nothing. So of course this was we were inside the military facility, and of course another aspect that I didn't think of till I saw it on another video of this location, but of course wherever you have a military settlement, generally just outside the walls of that military settlement there'll be a civilian settlement that crops up, of course feeding off of the military settlement. Food, supplies, clothes, weapons, I imagine, wives and children. But honestly, the Romans left in the 400s. I sincerely hope that ghosts, spirits,
Vision.
energy, vision don't stick around for that long. I mean, from what I understand, time doesn't work the same for them as it does for us. But even then, 1700 years. That's a long time to be wandering some empty walls. But I certainly haven't seen a Roman cavalryman. I think if that was here, I think that would more than likely be residual. The gentleman walking his dog as well, I think that one is more than likely to be residual.
This is sacred land.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't disagree with you there. I think anything that's been on the land this long would kind of be classed as sacred. Cold old rock. Roman cement. It's the only reason these things are still standing. A little bit just came off in my hand. I was about to do a whole little bit about how strong Roman cement is and how they still can't recreate it, and genuinely a tiny little bit just came off in my hand. Sorry. Vandalised the property, I didn't mean to do that. By the way, people, if you come to places like this,
Sin.
by the way, people, if you come to places like this, sin. Whatever. If you come to places like this, don't go climbing on the bloody rocks, on the walls. Don't do that. I don't know who would do that, other than my ex and her daughter, but don't do that. 1700 years. I don't need Dickwad Dwayne from bloody Bury St Edmunds taking a selfie on the top. Have some respect. $1,700 years these have been here. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're here
Please move forward.
for another 1700 years. Please move forward. Is that good enough? So, in case anyone is wondering, I am intending on getting inside some locations at some point.
Quiet.
Quiet? yeah, they'll probably be quieter. There won't be as much wildlife around, will there? I've got one on the horizon that I've been in contact with them. That would be a really good one. If that turns out to be my first proper indoor investigation, it's a pretty good location. It's a pretty good location. But I do have to pay for it, and it's quite pricey, so you'll have to bear with me. Other than that, I'm trying to find abandoned properties. Yeah, in the last 2 months I've been to visit 5 different old people's homes that all closed down due to COVID over the 2019-2020 period, and just as my luck would have it, 4 or 5 years later, when I start to do a paranormal channel, they're all being renovated. Every single one of them. 5 of them.
You are limitless.
You are limitless. Thank you very much, Spirit Talker. I very much appreciate your encouraging words. All 5 of them being renovated. And you know it's actually happening because they've got all the health and safety stuff outside the property. The notice boards.
Smith.
Smith. Alan Smith. Agent Smith. Smith and Jones. My seat just creaked. It's not paranormal, but I did wonder if I was going to end up sat on the floor in a second or two.
Devil.
Devil. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Devil! Devil! It's Misfits song, Speak of the Devil. Quality tune, I love that tune. Whoa, whoa, speak of the devil. You got balls here you can play with. Sorry, I was just staring at the thermopod. The temperature was fluctuating between 1 and 6.1 and 6.0. But when I say fluctuating, it went 6.1, 6.0, 6.1, 6.0, 6.1, 6.0, 6.1, 6.0, which I've never seen it do before. So it kind of took my attention. So yeah, abandoned buildings are on the menu. If anyone is from the local area and you're aware of an abandoned property, feel free to contact me. Drop an email. Email's in my YouTube bio. Drop an email, let me know where it is, and I'll check it out, see if it's a viable place to investigate.
Chair.
It's more of a stool, but I appreciate the effort. So yeah, I think it's probably worth wrapping it up soon, guys. Not been a great investigation, has it? But, I mean, that REM pod going off is pretty mad. Because it's not going off now. Hasn't gone off for the last 20 minutes. And look. See what I mean? You have to be close to that thing to make it go off. I've got to make a move shortly, so if you want to come and say hello, or goodbye as it were, now's the time. Weird how the very first thing it said was goodbye. And now, an hour or so later, I'm like, if you want to come and say goodbye...
Will you stay a while?
You can stay for a little bit longer. If this is the spirit of the little boy, I'll stay for a little bit longer. You don't have to stay here, mate. Honestly, if you're here, you can move on. You're not going to be in any trouble. No one's angry with you. You just need to move to the light. You can move on.
15.
15. May have been 15. But seriously, if there's anyone here, not just the spirit of a little boy, you don't need to stay here. If you come here through choice to visit, fair enough. I fully appreciate that. But if for whatever reason you feel trapped here, you're not. You can go. Hate to think of someone being trapped here. But yeah, old Knobbly was good last week. I kept getting the spine tingle every now and again. Haven't had that tonight. I have had the tingle earlier on when I first got here. Mooching around, didn't feel like I was alone. But since then I haven't really had a buzz from anyone or a belt.
The shadows are me.
I don't think they are. The shadows are me. Sounds like something Batman would say, doesn't it? I'm the shadow. I haven't got Chattergeist out tonight purely because I don't want to get it wet. I've got a new, I've got a music box as well. I haven't got that out because I don't want to get it wet. And it hasn't rained since it stopped earlier. I've got another good site coming up, either next weekend or the weekend after, providing the weather stays alright. I went there once before, but didn't really record the investigation. But I'm going to go back there this time. Now I've got a few more investigations under my belt and I'm a little bit more experienced than I was back then. It wasn't even 6 months ago, but still. Going to go back there. I've got another friend joining me. And it's a good location. Yeah. That should be quite interesting. It's I'm not going to say. I don't want to spoil it.
No, get out.
I'm going in a bit. You ain't got to worry. So yeah, this is a cool place to visit. If you do ever get the chance, it's well worth it. Makes you realise how fucking insignificant we really are. 1700 years. It's nearly 2,000 years. Nearly 2 millennia. There's been people on this site. Can't get your head round it, can you? Mad.
Screaming.
I think that's the second time that's come up tonight. Screaming. Right guys, I think that rain is arriving now. So, we're going to have a quick pack up. Get back to the car. It is, I can feel it now. Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to bail out of this one because that rain's coming. And I don't want to get all my shit soaking wet. Right, camera is off. And we are getting out of here. Okay people, hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to film going back to the car because there's just no point. Yeah. You can hear the rain now, can't you? Right, see you later people, see you on the next one.